Hello, my name is Pastel and today I'm going to be showing off my Pastel Crafts, specifically the ones from the Super Smash Bros. Series. I hope you enjoy. As you can see, this is Mario. Very good starting point to show off what Pastel Craft is. Pastel Craft may look like a plush, but it's not. It's more like a plush action figure hybrid, as in they have wired pipe cleaners as a base to make it so you can get them in all sorts of poses. It makes them a little bit fragile, I admit, but if you take good care of them, they shouldn't break on you. So Mario here, looking pretty much like he should. Bear that little dent in him. Don't know what that's about. Little M on his hat. Back of the figure with his little hair. Shoes. Kind of wearing off the detail. Same with the gloves. But yeah, that's Mario. Here we have Mario's brother, of course, Luigi, with his little poltergeist, which actually, funnily enough, is removable. So you can have that option. L on his hat, back of the figure, and here's a closer look at the poltergeist. Pretty cool. Next, I'll show off Link. Again, I should state that this isn't the Link as you can see him in Breath of the Wild, like he appears in Smash Ultimate, but rather the Twilight Princess Link that appears in Brawl and Wii U. His sword and shield are removable. His back thing cannot hold the sword, and his head isn't the greatest, if it will focus, which it probably never will. Alright. Let's go to Samus, who, pretty cool. Again, tried to get all the detail I could. Her mask and her gun. There's not really much to say about this one. There wasn't really much detail put in this besides the obvious. Everything you see, you get. Let's go over to Donkey Kong. This one can actually stand on its own, actually, but I won't do that. Articulated fingers, although I'm pretty sure they'll break off. Same with his tie, which can be bent into a dynamic pose. His face is a little goofy, and his movement is limited, but he's pretty cool. Let's show off Wario, who is in his classic design, because that's what I prefer. Little W's on his gloves and his hat. Weird mustache. And that great smile. Pretty cool. Bowser is another really cool one. He's really big. In fact, let's bring in Mario to get a little comparison here, showing how much shorter Mario is compared to Bowser. Bowser is just a hulking big behemoth with a cool mouth and these cool spiky things. Bowser Jr., on the other hand, is basically like a mini Bowser. Spikes in the back, little bib, cute little face. Kind of looks creepy, actually. A little off-putting. Yoshi is a little dinosaur guy. Again, a little shell in the back, little weird eyes. Not much to say about him. Articulated like others. Pretty cool. Zelda, not one of my favorites. In fact, probably my least favorite. Honestly, she didn't come out that great. if we're showing Zelda, wait, just a little bit more on the hair. How bad it turned out. Might as well show Peach, which I probably should have showed first. Her eyes and face are a little bit off. Her hair is a little bit weird. And her shoes aren't right. But other than that, she's pretty cool. I like how she came out. Better than Zelda. Ganondorf. A big boy. One of the taller ones. Though he's not the tallest. Weird magenta cape that I gave him. Probably not accurate at all. Back armor. I didn't really put much effort into the back of him since you won't be seeing it a lot. He has a nose. You can't really see because it won't focus. Oh well. Let's see. Ridley. Ridley is probably the biggest one I made. And one of the most imposing. And one of the most fun to play with. He has his little clawed feet. His weird pointy tail. His imposing mouth of bitingness. And of course his massive wingspan, which isn't as massive as it probably is in the games. I haven't actually played Metroid, but I can appreciate the character design, and I can appreciate Smash Brothers. Speaking of villains from games I never played, here's King K. Rool. Actually, I really like King K. Rool as a character. He's kind of funny. With his weird bulging eye, big fat belly, cool little cape, and his little crocodile tail. I just really like K. Rool. Came out good. His mouth can kind of move. Not really. Kind of just wants to go back into place. Let's start for a character from one of my favorite series, or probably my favorite series out of all of these, Kirby. I just love this little guy. Probably one of my favorite characters of all time. Honestly. Little cute. Little guy. Here's a more complex character I made. Meta Knight. And that's, you'll see why in a second if his sword can be in the right position. You know, he's not that posable or anything. He has his little sword which can come out of his hand. Like that. I'm gonna keep it in his hand though. And a little special bonus, if I can get it on camera, you can kind of unlatch his cape. I'm not gonna get it on camera, am I? The cape can come off. There's a little hole on the back that this pegs into. This wings, pair of wings. And there you go. Meta Knight is ready for flight. Pretty cool. King Dedede, the main antagonist of Kirby, wouldn't say the villain, but he can actually stand on his own, and more impressively, he has a little accessory, which if you position him right, if I can even get it in his hand, which he can hold his hammer. And sometimes he wants to stand with his hammer, sometimes he wants to fall over. But I just wanted to include his hammer anyways. Now the rest of the characters are third party, so, well, except one, but we'll get to that one. Here is Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the most versatile and posable of the characters due to his limbs. And I hope it would focus, but it doesn't seem to want to. Pretty cool. Pretty nifty. I really hate this camera. He's blue. He has his sneakers. You know, it's Sonic. Another blue third-party character is Mega Man. Mega Buster. Hands, of course. He's not that great, honestly. I just kind of I don't know. Let's get to some Street Fighter characters. Here we have Ryu, and here we have Ken, who are basically essentially the same. Let me show Ryu first. This is really impressive because this is kind of the first time I did feet, and I think they turned out pretty good. And the muscle definition is also pretty good. The face is really off, but whatever. And I kind of like the posable bits, like the belt can be flowy. And then basically the same character by design, not actually, is Ken. Just different hair, different gloves, different colored, costume. We're on to 3 figures left, so let's hurry this up. Here's one of probably my favorite of all these figures. It's Simon Belmont. I'm not the biggest Castlevania nerd. I've watched the Netflix series, at least season 1 of it, and I can tell you, it's pretty damn good. So I'm pretty excited for Simon Belmont in Smash, and Richter too, who I will also be making. Comes with the Vampire Killer, which is just a pipe cleaner. Pretty nifty. I wish you would focus on him more. Oh well. The Vampire Killer can come out of his hand and he can just be like, oh. And, I wanted to show this off, even though it's not technically a fighter. But he is in the game as a boss. One of the tallest figures I have, Dracula. Tallest humanoid figures. He is really skinny, which I don't really like. And, ooh, gross. He has this little black cape, which is covered in cat fur, which is disgusting. Wish there was a way to clean these better. But yeah, pretty nifty. Like him. And last, but certainly not least, the best character in the game. Piranha Plant. Yeah, I really wanted to make this figure after he was announced. I don't know. He's kind of silly. A little pot and little leaves. And if I can do this, you can also, be just a normal Piranha Plant. You're just chilling there. So yeah, let me just throw these guys in real quick. Just pile them up. I'm not going to bother displaying them. I'll probably post higher quality photos of them somewhere else. So yeah, those are my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate figures. Or rather, just Super Smash Bros. Series in general, since not all of them are the Ultimate design. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will certainly be posting more of these videos. Probably next I will do Hat in Time figures. So that'll be fun if you like the indie game A Hat in Time. So I hope you will join me for that, and I'll see you around. Goodbye.